making it out of Peru with this one. Sick. This jumping is ruthless. The physics are not physicsing. Might give some of you sleep paralysis later. Plot armor at its finest. Welcome back. This is level 4, Tomb of Qualopec. This is also the last level in the Peru arc, so if you keep track of that, we've completed Peru after this, and we're now moving on to Greece, which is my favorite arc of Tomb Raider 1. Okay, so as soon as we enter the level, we've got 3 choices. We have a door on the right, we have a ramp with a room beyond, and we have 3 golden gates that are currently locked. Behind us, that's the entrance, and to the left of that is a lever. That lever is going to open this door, but we're not going to pull that quite yet, and I'll explain that in just a moment. First, we're actually going to trigger a rock trap, so these are very easy. Just don't get mowed over by one of these because it will kill you instantly. So just get the fuck out of the way. We're going to go up here as soon as we hear that music. We're going to roll, and then just go toward the right or the left, doesn't really matter. And just watch that thing sail on by. So to come to live at the end of that hallway. Also, please explain the physics to me because what? That is not a sphere. The physics are not physicsing. And as you can see, we now have a gate here where it previously was accessible. Keep note of that. We can't go up there any longer. So now, when we pull this lever, it's going to open up that door and 2 velociraptors are going to spawn immediately from that room. So you're going to pull out your pistols and you're going to run up that ramp. So let's do a roll, pull out the pistols, run up the ramp. We're going to take care of these 2 red scaly boys. Just like that. So as you can see, I dealt with them with the pistols. You could have easily just ignored all that and blew them away with a shotgun. But as I've said before, and I will say again, pistols, because unlimited ammo. Okay, so if you go down the hall where those 2 raptors just spawned from, you're going to come into this room and see 3 more choices, but this time with symbols above them. So we've got a chicken, a sun, question mark? I think that's a sun, and a helmet on the right, or a face. So it doesn't really matter which room you start with, but as per usual, I'm going to go towards the right. So the helmet room. And in this helmet room, or face room, we're going to push this movable block forward twice. And then we have another movable block. We're going to move this forward once. As you can see, we have a breakaway tile ahead of us. Let's just break that bad boy. And if you look down, that is a spike pit. Do not fall in. To get back here, all we're going to do is a jump and a grab when we're ready to leave. But first, we're going to pull this lever. We're going to open up one of these golden gates. So like I said, we're going to do a standing jump and a grab. We out here opening up gates like Rock Lee from Naruto. Gate 1 of 3 has been opened. Okay, so we go towards the right here in a counterclockwise direction. This is the sun room. Make our way down this hallway. Now we've got another breakaway tile. But as you can see, we have a lever straight forward here. And if it's not immediately obvious to you, as soon as you go over this breakaway tile, you would just fall into the room below. So you're not actually going to be able to pull this lever. So what we're going to do is break this and jump back. And if we walk forward here and take a peek down, we see a pal there on the floor that has perished. That is our first indication something is going on down here. So we're going to fall back, grab. We're going to trigger 3 wolves. Now, this jumping is ruthless. I'm not going to lie. There's essentially no way in preventing yourself from getting damage here. I've tried. So all we're going to do is quickly save first. Okay, now that you've saved, we're going to jump back down and grab again, but this time we're going to let go, but as we are falling, okay, so mid-air, we're going to pull the shotgun. Now we know we talked about this, and I'm going to make an exception here, because damage. That pained me inside. Okay, let's put that away. Actually, let's pull out the pistols and make sure that those are at hand. We've got another pal that perished over here. 2 pals in this room. Neither had the audacity to leave us a medipack. Rude. Okay, so we're going to pull this movable block forward once. And then go to either side, doesn't matter which one. And we're going to push it forward once. Make our way up here. Got some climbing to do, but before we do that, if we look down into this crevice, there's a small medipack that's almost missable. So let's grab that. Do a little titty view. Pick up the small medipack. Gimme. Whoop. Let's make our way up here. There are not many pickups in this level, by the way. And as I say that, there's a small medipack in the corner. Scoop that up, and let's go over here and pull this lever. That's going to open up gate number 2. Let's make our way down. We're going to drop through the floor here. Now this is going to bring us back to the symbol rooms. We're going to go into the chicken room next. Now this room can be a little bit confusing in the fact that there's some moving of columns, but that's why you're here for a walkthrough, because I'm going to walk you through it. So as soon as we enter this room, there's a lever here, but do not pull this for now. Okay, leave that lever. Leave it alone. We're going to drop down into this checkered floor room, and as you can see, there's a column over there and a column over there. So let's call this column number 1, column number 2. We're going to go towards the left, down this dark hallway, up the stairs, and that's going to bring us over to column number 1. So now that we're over here, we're going to make our way up these blocks. We've got quite a few blocks to climb here. Now, when you get to the skylight area, you're going to drop down and listen carefully. Oh. As you may have just heard, a door opened somewhere. I did not mean to fall down that far, but you're going to drop down and then you're going to make your way over here. This is column number 2. So now we're on the opposite side. And as we did over on column number 1, we're going to do a jump and a grab over here to this ledge. And around this corner, we're going to pull this lever. So that just skirted column number 1 over by the daggers in the corner. And we're going to do a jump back and a jump to land on column number 2. And then we're going to fall down onto the floor. Then we're going to go back to the beginning of this room. And as you can see, on the right here, which looks like a tile, was actually a door. So that's the door that just opened mysteriously. This time we're going to pull the lever. Okay, and that's going to skirt column number 2 towards column number 1. We're going to go through this now open door, pull up, and this time I'm going to be a little bit more careful when I drop down here. And again, I almost fell, so we're going to do a running jump onto this column. Getting a little ruthless here. Getting a little silly. Okay, let's do a running jump onto the other column. And a running jump onto this ledge and avoid the dagger's blow, please. Let's pull this lever. And that is gate number 3. 3 out of 3 lifted, and we heard a velociraptor somewhere. So let's go take care of that. And we've got our boy here from level 1 caves. Welcome. Nice to have you. Okay, so let's make our way back up. Once again to where we started in this room, and we're going to pull out our pistols. Because velociraptor. So we've taken care of that fellow. Now, let's make our way back to the start of the level. Because we've opened up those 3 gates. So let's see where those went. Or where those go to, I should say. So now that we're back in this room, towards the left there is where we started the level. We're going to go straight through those now down golden gates, or those up golden gates. And as we enter this room, as you can see on the walls, there are some dart traps, so let's avoid those. Now, before you make it up the stairs, let's do a tricky secret. A very, very tricky secret indeed. One that will definitely get missed by most players. If you take a look up here, you can see a bunch of statues on either side. If we go towards the left on the first statue, and pull up, this is a door. This is actually secret number 1. And I'm going to save here. Okay, now that we've saved, as you can see, there are a bunch of breakaway tiles in this room. Be very careful, because there are dagger pits below. Straight ahead, we have a safe spot where that little shotgun shell is living over here. Let's take that. And now that we're in the safe spot, we're going to go all the way over to the left. We're going to drop back down and grab. And we're going to let go. This is another safe spot right here. We don't actually get damage or get killed by the spikes. And I'm going to trigger secret number 2. Magnums. Magnum clips. Now, to deal with these on the way back, what we're going to do is a slow walk. So whenever you have to walk through these spikes, always do a slow walk. We're going to go all the way over to the right. This entrance here, we're going to jump up. We're going to grab. So if you go all the way over to the right, Lara will not get damage. If you go anywhere else, when Lara goes to jump up from the spike, she will get damage. So I'm just going to double check what we're working with here. Okay. I'm going to use a large meta pack because we're getting on the lower end of health here. We've got some interesting things coming up. Spoiler alert. So, as you can see, we've got a mysterious item floating here in this room above the column. And to the left, we've got some curious creatures. This is a mummy. The original ones looked very different, but this is a mummy on the left and a mummy on the right. Now, these do not attack. However, as you can see, this one tracks Lara with its head. That might give some of you sleep paralysis later, I don't know. But we're going to take care of this mummy because when we do, it falls and it actually counts as a kill. If you kill the other mummy, it will not. So just the one on the left. Fun fact. Okay, so as many movie tropes and other game tropes may have told you in the past, if there's a mysterious item and you go to reach to grab it, usually things occur. So let's save and let's reach for that item and see what happens. So stuff starts falling from the ceiling and yet another banger triggers. So great banger. We're making it out of Peru with this one. Okay, so we're gonna run towards the right here because ceiling falls. And if one of those hits Lara, she will be killed instantly. Let's go around the rock. We're actually headed back towards the beginning of the level and into Lost Valley. We're heading back towards the area that we're in previously. So we're gonna do a little jump into the water here. And you may have saw a little guest up above that's shooting at us, but first, let's scoot over into this little area. Pick up secret number 3. So yes, we have a not so friendly guest out there who is shooting at Lara. So that is why I've topped up on my health. Okay, we're at full health. We're good because we have a little confrontation with this rat out here. I just picked up a magnum clip and a large metapack. Okay, so let's go deal with this guy. First, before we start shooting at him, we're actually going to run all the way back as if we were going towards Lost Valley where the dinos were, because there's a very sneaky pickup. It's not a secret. Okay, we just picked up secret 3 of 3. However, it's a pickup that I want to get. Let's surface. Jump over this rock. Make our way over here. We're going to go all the way up here to the cave mouth that it was in Lost Valley, except now it's caved in. And there's a large metapack. What the fuck? Sick. Okay, now let's make our way back towards this fellow. And let's pull out our shotgun because, you know what, I'm lazy. Now, this guy takes a lot of fucking damage to his HP. He doesn't die. Plot armor at its finest, right?
Well, you have my total attention now.
We get a cutscene.
I'm not quite sure if I've got yours though. Hello?
I'll heal and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the SCION you want to keep.
The SCION?
I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natla put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natla.
Hey.
Thank you. I will.
Here's a quick recap of what's going on in the story, in case you forget. Jacqueline Natla from Natla Technologies hired Lara to explore Peru to find an artifact that was not yet named at the time, but now we know it's a SCION. Lara found a part of the SCION just now in the tomb of Qualopec, but once she tried to escape, Larson, also from the first cutscene who works with Natla, confronts Lara and tries to kill her to steal the SCION. Lara beats him, discovered that a guy named Pierre, also hired by Natla, is looking for the other part of the SCION. Then Lara high kicks Larson in the throat and lays him out for the second time, and now we're back to present. So now we're on to Greece for level 5, St. Francis's Folly. But first, to finish up this level, we've got our stat screen here. So we got secret 3 of 3, pickups 8 of 8, and 8 kills. Now moving on to the next, and I'll see you in the next video.